dealing with a force that cannot be stopped. All competition left in the dust. By the time we're done, you're gonna notice us. And you can be sure that you'll get more than you bargained for. And we'll win this war, 'cause we've got something worth fighting for. And now we're done. What we're one and it's on to the next one. PWA, bring everyone flesh, come on. And now we're done. And now we're
done. 16 competitors. 2 brackets. Only one will stand victorious. This is the PWA Premiership. something worth fighting for.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring from the University of New South Wales, this is William S. Preston.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PWA Premiership for another week. My name is Andrew Rose. With me, my co-host Chris Gale. Chris, how are you, sir?
Well, I was well, Rose, until what I just saw on the sign from William Preston right there.
I don't know, I didn't catch all of it. Something to do with cans or something? That's all I caught.
I know there's an asterisk there. I'm not sure what the letter was, but I can guarantee it was a vowel.
Well, we have another huge night of matches coming up for you. This is Block A once again. We're excited to get into the flurry of matches we have tonight. There is the scores as they currently sit for Block A. Unsocial Jordan sitting at the top as the man in the lead. Well, here comes Sonny's indoors again. Don Marnell, ever the confident man. Chris, do you reckon he's going to have something to say?
Oh, I think he will, but he can certainly see clearly now, Rose, that's for sure.
Social distancing, Frankie B. Well. It's Don Marnell, the man who turns cans into cans. You know what, Don's first time at PWA, somehow 2 prefects put the prize bull away. But now you're all alone, Mr. Former Schoolboy. If you think you're getting past Sam tonight, Willie S., you're a fool, boy. But there's still some time to run home to your mom, do your homework, watch some Keenan and Kel. Because once the prize bull gets here, you're going to be in your own personal hell.
He's so good at rhyming. Have you noticed that?
Hours. Must spend hours coming up with that stuff.
I imagine he just sits there with a notepad and just works all that out. He's very talented with the words, but speaking of talent, the prize bull is Don Marnell's prized possession in MMA. And a very good point that Don made there. The prefects were a big reason Osbrone was in the losing area of PWA before he met Don Marnell and got recruited to MMA. And what a turnaround it has been since joining the brain trust that is Don Marnell.
It's a beige sweater today, I see.
Yeah.
Very fetching.
Quite nice. It's matching the trunks.
Matches the trunks, indeed.
Oh, and there's referee Xander handing out the coffee. Double shot. No sugar. Just like a man has it.
Being accompanied to the ring by Don Marnell. Representing the MMA, he is from Osbrone, New South Wales. The prize bull, Sam Osborne.
Sam Osbrone on a roll, shouting out Generation Now with that shirt.
Lovely little flourish from Nick Ray there. Mosman. New South Wales.
Yes, he must be from Mosman, because that's how people from Mosman say Mosman. Repping Generation Now, referee Nick there with the cup, ring announcer Nick also with the great intro. William Preston sitting on 2 points in the tournament so far. Sam Osbrone sitting pretty with 5 points. Both men have picked up victories so far in this tournament.
If Osbrone gets the win here, Rose, on the overall scheme of things, he, at least for now, would be the overall leader.
Yes.
7 points.
And just to let you know, Chris, we've upped the security near the commentary desk here, so hopefully no more interruptions by Unsocial Jordan this week. But he laid down the law at the end of last week's show. And look at this prowess by Osbrone.
I've had a pretty rocky week as a result of that experience, Rose, I can tell you.
Oh, look, Jordan's just over there. Okay, avoid eye contact. Avoid eye contact. Look at this. This technical prowess. Oh, impressive by William to get out of that. Again, Chris, we talked so much about William Preston's reluctancy to use the schoolboy. It's definitely cost him matches so far in this premiership.
Last up winner, William Preston, with the use of the overdrive, Rose, which was the first step away from perhaps his reliance on the schoolboy. He's even done a little bit of alteration to the uniform, I've noticed there.
Yeah, it is an interesting evolution for him. You know, a lot of the argument is, you know, can you win without the schoolboy? And he proved that he could last week with the overdrive. A great win for William Preston. But again, we just know how effective that schoolboy is. A quick pin here, but a kick out at 1 by William Preston. Sam Osbrone at the moment just grounding his opponent, keeping him down. And just squeezing down on that front face lock.
Does a lot of his best work on the ground, doesn't he, Osbrone?
He does. He really is a mat technician. And Don, you know, you can already hear Don Marnell chirping on the outside. So once again, Osbrone just taking control here, easing into this 10 minutes. He wants to wear down William Preston. William Preston trying to find a way out of this chin lock here, as he's going to try and get to the ropes, I think. Smart move. Osborne's going to have to break it, but not before he puts a bit of sauce on it. He's confident, that Osbrone.
Just a hint of the noogie there from Osbrone, I thought.
Yeah. What is that colour of his trunks? What would you call that?
Yeah, again, it's a sort of a...
I don't know, like an off bone. Oh, a beautiful chop by Osbrone there has sent William Preston to the mat.
I'm going to go for bronze.
Bronze?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Bronze. Well, he's definitely a gold athlete, and he's shown it so far in this premiership.
Well, he's certainly looking to podium in the premiership. Let's give you that.
Nice. I like it.
Thank you.
There's a couple minutes have gone in this match. Still plenty of time. But this damage can only last so long. William Preston just being thrown from turnbuckle to turnbuckle here. And here comes a pin. Good kick out there, even with the elbow on the face there. He was able to get out. It's the little things that Osbrone does that makes him so special. Those elbows in the pins, the way he works the ground. And he's just a specimen, and Don Marnell has helped him focus his game. He's come a long way since the losses he suffered in PWA. Ooh, the backbreaker. Exploder suplex, and here's the pin. A kick out at 2 by William Preston. It's getting closer every pin. Don Marnell's loving what he's seeing, Chris.
We go back to round 3. There were mind games being played by Marnell and Osbrone over Moretti, but this is just pure wrestling. It's Marnell's just sort of cruising right now, I think.
Yeah, less of the head games needed against someone like William Preston. He's more focused on the match, and Osbrone can just do his thing. Like you said, getting into the head of Moretti last round and costing Moretti 2 points. Again, Generation Now, it is just all the way through this tournament, just like the old guard is. And William Preston, I think he's representing, I don't know, UNSW, whatever uni he goes to.
He says University of New South Wales.
And the pain on the back, but a beautiful clothesline. And here comes William Preston. Osborne's in all sorts. William Preston into the corner, the Bulldog. And here's the pin. Preston could steal this. And a kick out at 2 by Osbrone as we're down to 6 minutes in this match. Again, Preston on the offensive with the cross body. He's back up again. Loving it. Oh, a wheelbarrow into another Bulldog. These are really working for him. Here's the pin. And a kick out at 2. Chris, Osborne's going to have to hold on here. This flurry of offense from Preston.
Osborne's woken up. There's a little bit of agitation reflected in the body posture of Don Marnell on your screen there. He's engaged. Preston's really got going here, Rose.
He's going for the overdrive again, but Osborne has caught him. He's got to be careful of that knee. The knee lock that Osborne puts in finishes everyone as he rolls through. He's got the control. We've seen this from Osborne before, into the knee.
It's his principal weapon, Rose. He's got a knee bar to die for, Sam Osborne. You've just got to stay away from it.
Here it is.
Uh-oh.
And that's a quick tap by Preston.
And he certainly
Ladies
didn't
and
stay away
gentlemen,
from
your
it.
winner of the match as a result of a submission, the prize bull, Sam Osborne.
The momentum for Osborne in the Premiership does not stop. Another 2 points for Don Marnell's boy. And a pretty smart tap out there by Preston. He knew the damage that could have been done on his knee there. He taps out and lives to fight another round in the Premiership. And just like that, Osborne's confidence is growing by the round. And Don Marnell looks happy, Chris.
Business taken care of there, Rose. Right on the WrestlerMerch.com. 5-minute warning.
Beautiful. Preston's going to have to regroup.
Well. What did we tell you? What did we tell you? The PWA Premiership is almost halfway through, and in bracket A, who is in the driving seat? It's the MMA! It's Sam Osborne, because Don Marnell, the voice of the undefeatable, the man who turns can'ts into cans, takes losing streaks and turns them into winning streaks. And how could I not when I have got a diamond here, the greatest wrestler in the history of Australian professional wrestling.
I love that.
Sam, I got one question for you.
What's that?
What is the only boat that cannot sink?
You know, you keep asking me, and I think I have a sneaking suspicion, well, Don Marnell, that is Sam Osborne's Premiership. Here we come, baby. MMA, woo!
My man!
Oh, shit.
Sam Osborne on the MMA walking away with another victory in the Premiership. As we can see, Kingsley warming up for her match later tonight. But before we get to more action, let's catch William Preston's thoughts.
Another loss against a good competitor like Sam Osborne. I went into it a little bit cocky. Last time we versed, I came up with the victory, and I thought today was going to be the same. But last time was different. Last time, I was using schoolyard tactics, old tricks, the schoolboy, and now I'm trying to be my own person. I'm trying to be an adult. I'm trying to grow up a little bit, and that's what this tournament means to me. I know Jimmy's still there using the old schoolyard toys, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grow up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Chris, as we move on here for the PWA Premiership, this is Block A, and this is set to be insane. The rapscallion Mick Moretti going up against Kai Drake. This is unhinged aggression going up against the Strike Master. This could be amazing, Chris.
Just get out of the way, Rose. Just get right out of the way.
Making his
Anyone in
way
the
to the
vicinity
ring
is in danger.
from the Dragonheart Dojo, representing MK Plus Ultra, this is Kai Drake!
Chris, I'll tell you, so far in this tournament, the points do not do justice to Kai Drake. Only sitting on 1 point so far on a draw with Osborne. He has struck his way through so many matches, he deserves more points. But here is a man with plenty of points so far, sitting on 4. The rapscallion Mick Moretti. Almost seems like he's fighting the entire Generation Now movement through this tournament. The unhinged extraordinaire. He lost his mind in the last round, getting himself disqualified, losing his temper.
He
over
is from somewhere in Australia. He is the rapscallion Mick Moretti.
He's a hell of a wrestler. Has no idea how to put a jacket on, though. And I tell you what, he lost his mind in the last round. He's going to have to keep his head tonight. I know he's hungry for wins, but he's going to have to keep his head. Luckily, no Generation Now to annoy him in this ring.
I tell you what, Rose, I think you've been describing, I might be wrong in this, I think you've been describing him as becoming unhinged. But he has to get reattached to his mindset, his Moretti technique, his Moretti sense of being to get going again. And Kai Drake would be well advised to see the tactics that Marnell and Osborne put on Moretti last time to get him out of that particular headspace.
Yeah, it would be good if Kai could get some kind of mind games going. He knows that it can affect him. Moretti almost going primal in the last match when he got goaded and getting himself disqualified. That kick to the midsection by Kai Drake, and we are off here 30 seconds into this match, and it is full speed. Catching the kick there. Wow, what a forearm by Moretti. And there's the rapscallion at his best. Oh, now he's going to try and play Drake's. What was that? He got his nose? Oh, and he's goaded him in. This is more where Moretti is comfortable being the trickster. Look at that! From the apron, the leg drop is crazy.
Vintage Moretti.
That is so good.
I think he's recalibrated, Rose. I think he's refocused. He's back in the game.
Well, he's clearly a different competitor when that distraction isn't there, right? When the Generation Now distraction isn't in his head. This is the Moretti we've known for years. This is the Coliseum winner, Mick Moretti, right here. If he can keep his head, he can go a long, long way in this tournament. Has to be one of the favorites. Oh, goodness. Kick to the face, and here's the pin. Just a one count. Kai Drake is a fighter. Moretti, I tell you, you're not wrong, Chris, about Moretti. The last couple months, he's changing. The Generation Now stuff, I mean, he won't stop talking about it, firstly. And secondly, it really, really goats him. You can see him and Warburg on Twitter getting into it. You can get involved as well on Twitter, hashtag PWA Premiership. It's great to have you all watching live on OVO Play. And that kick by Moretti, he's so unpredictable. Oh, the knees! The knees up on that senton. As Kai Drake is able to get the momentum here and double kicks of his own. Moretti in some pain there on the jaw. Smart pin, but a kick out at one. Both men. It's going to take a lot more to keep both of these men down, Chris. Mick Moretti sitting pretty on 4 points. Kai Drake would love to get 2 points here and move back up into the mix.
I tell you what, though, I'd miss the Kai Drake 1 point interviews, though, if he does advance on the table.
He'll just scream 3 points this time. He's a man of little words, Kai Drake. He lets his strikes do the talking a lot of the time, and they speak volumes, as Moretti's feeling it right now. 7 minutes left here for the tournament. It will be a draw if it goes the full time limit. We've seen it a couple times in the Premiership so far.
I tell you what, the draws are more valuable than you imagine, aren't they, Rose? Because it continues to progress you along the pathway towards the top of the table.
100%, 100%. 1 point's better than 0 points. And look at Osborne. He started with 1 and now he's sitting pretty up the top of the ladder. Close up there, doing really well. And that clothesline off the top there by Moretti. Oh, the headbutt by Moretti. He's right in Kai Drake's mind here. And this is have you ever seen anything like this, Chris? Headbutt for headbutt. That's how I had a conversation with a guy at a pub a couple of years ago. Look at these strikes by two of the best. Oh, he's tricked him with the spinning back elbow. The fake out by Moretti. The German suplex into the pin. Oh, and just a kick out. A beautiful bridge by Kai Drake. Moretti survives. As both men in pain here, Chris. NK Plus Ultra really done wonders for Kai Drake over the past year or so, you could say, Chris.
Absolutely advanced him, not only as a tag team competitor, Rose, but as an individual wrestler. But Kai Drake has suffered an enormous amount of punishment in this premiership already, and Moretti will know that. And it's almost like he's giving Drake stuff.
Yeah.
And
100%. Ooh. Those kicks, there's the rope, and here comes the chop. Oh, goodness me. You're right, Moretti was trying to play Kai's game a little bit in match so far, but Kai's getting the upper hand so far.
Kai just needs to remember, the more punishment Moretti receives, the more enervated he becomes.
You're right, the more hungry he gets.
Here he goes.
He feeds off that punishment. Oh, a German into the turnbuckle.
Look at the
Kai
great,
Drake could be out cold, Chris.
look at the great camera work in there, Rose, getting right up so close to the action.
A meteor to the back of the head, excuse me, the double knees. Oh, a fisherman brainbuster, here's the pin. There it is, Moretti with the win.
That was a
Ladies
very
and
short
gentlemen, the
performance.
winner of the match, the rapscallion, Mick Moretti.
Very a short performance from Mick Moretti, Rose. I think he'll take a lot of encouragement from that he's recognised that he's just got to stay within his mental bounds.
If he keeps his head, Moretti can go all the way in this tournament. That fisherman brainbuster knocked the sense out of Kai Drake, and and Moretti just shines without distractions.
The other takeaway I've got, there was no Wahlberg from what I could see, Rose.
No Wahlberg, that's a good point.
So Moretti benefits from that. He has to be able to adjust when and if Matt Wahlberg returns.
And that's how you leave a ring.
That's exactly it.
That's how I get up in the mornings.
Looks like he's out of an episode of Gardening Australia there.
Mick Moretti with another win and another 2 points as he moves forward in the PWA Premiership. As we look back on some of the highlights here, that apron leg drop did so much damage, and something I've never seen before, a headbutt for headbutt battle. That's got to hurt, right?
Both wrestlers know how to use their head, Rose, that's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. Insane to look back. So both men giving each other so much punishment. That German into the turnbuckle really opened it up for Moretti.
I see you. I see you. Through the tall grass, through the trees, beyond the leaves, the top of the food chain sees the prey. Jen, now, the chapter is behind me. I move forward to the rest of the bracket. Victim number 1, the first prey, Kai Drake Dragonheart, consumed by the rapscallion. That puts me on 6 points. It's all uphill from here. The victory is not out of my reach yet. I can taste it.
Damn.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from the groovy skies above, he is one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions, the Spartan Spirit, Harris De Silva!
Harris De Silva making his way to the ring for his next round of the PWA Premiership. Chris, I tell you, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff from Moretti, but he is going to another level. Unhinged is the word I would use. Unhinged.
Good choice of words, Rose. I'm telling you, I need about half an hour to prepare for each Moretti interview.
Oh, it's intense. But I tell you who's under a lot of intense pressure right now, Kingsley, looking to get her first win in this premiership.
She is homebrewed in Sydney, New South Wales. This is Kingsley!
Kingsley vowed to win every match in the PWA Premiership and prove to Uncle Jack that she has what it takes to make it into the Red Nation. Sporting that Generation Now shirt hasn't gone down well with Uncle Jack, but so far she hasn't been able to keep her promise. 0 wins, 0 points.
Yes, is it harsh to say that she's got a donut to go with that cup of tea right now?
Well, I mean, yes, but I think what we can say about this is going to be one of the biggest learning experiences in Kingsley's career.
Oh, it's incredible.
Right? Whether she wins matches or not, this entire experience is going to make her better for it, and we'll look back at this tournament as a moment in Kingsley's career that really pushed her to another level, but she needs to get points to stay in this tournament. A bit of respect here by the Generation Now members.
Yeah, beautiful to see. I love that. That's the class of the Generation Now wrestlers.
Such a sycophant.
I tell you what, though, Every match for Kingsley is depositing experience in the bank, and that's terrific.
You call that class, Chris? They went for the handshake. She went for the boot.
Just wanted to stretch the hamstrings.
Oh, right. Yeah, very respectful there by De Silva to drop the boot. Start from even footing. Oh, ouch. Oh, Kingsley claiming that was a joke. Not very funny to Paris, though. Beautiful wrist lock there by Paris De Silva. Smart break there by Kingsley. Paris. I mean, this look by Paris without the beard, Chris, how you feeling? It's a bit Ray Thistlethwaite, isn't it? It's got a bit of a Thirsty Merc vibe about it.
Your sort of early noughties power pop there, Rose.
Yeah, it's great. He's a great bed. Headlock here by Kingsley trying to take control. What a journey Kingsley's gone on already in this premiership. Paris De Silva sitting on 2 points himself. The human highlight reel.
You know how I feel about the facial hair. He's less musketeer for me now, and that really upsets me.
Well, he's just riding off the success that was Movember to remember. He's going to live it all year. Nice break there. This is an interesting dynamic between two people part of the same movement that is Generation Now. But this competitive tournament really brings some interesting questions, some interesting matchups. We've had Nations versus Nations, Generation Now versus Generation Now. The old guard have gone at it. And of course, we can't forget SMS and Unsocial Jordan sitting at the top of his block. And I'm still a bit terrified from when he interrupted our commentary desk. Oh, goodness. Look at this. De Silva, the technique into the headlock.
And his trademark speed, Rose. He'd definitely be relying on that.
So quick. Has to be one of the quickest competitors in PWA. Definitely in this tournament. His speed is his asset. A nice break there by Kingsley in the headlock. Kingsley's got to get some space and find a way in.
Give her a minute. Or less than, because it's a 10 count.
Need to catch a bit of a breath here by Kingsley. Referee Xander up to 4 on the count. Kingsley. Oh, some tea. That's smart.
Nice.
Maybe there's Gatorade in there.
Tremendous economy of movement from referee Xander in his count there.
Is Kingsley going to leave? I don't think Paris is going to let that happen. Oh! The tea in the eyes. We've seen this before from Kingsley. She's used it to her advantage again. People in PWA have to be more careful of that. And the lariat. Kingsley is in control. Here's the pin. Oh, De Silva valiantly kicking out. He could be blinded from that tea.
Pretty cheap shot there from Kingsley, Rose. And I believe she used artificial sweetener as well. And that stuff really stings.
It really stings. You're 100% right. And that was the opening that we were talking about. Kingsley needed to find that opening, whether it was legal or not. The tea got her the advantage, and now Paris De Silva, it's copping chops. Ouch. You can see some of the PWA athletes on the outside, they all felt that as well. Kingsley talking smack while she's in her matches. No one really does it like Kingsley. There's damage on the arm here. Oh, the kick there, reversing it for Kingsley. As she is stunned. Ow is the operative word here. De Silva looks almost a little annoyed at this. He's probably still got tea and sweetener in his eyes. The double drop, the double boots there, and the 2 count. Kingsley kicking out.
You can see De Silva still trying to get vision back in that right eye, Rose.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Your depth of field will be really damaged, even if one eye is unable to be used. It's a dangerous depth of field problem. The cravat here placed on Kingsley, and you can tell that De Silva's trying to slow it down, trying to get maybe some vision back, trying to get his bearings back. It's smart. He's not gone straight for the speedy, high-flying action. Oh, look at this by Kingsley. And the boots. Very smart. De Silva's going to have to get out of these wrist locks. And there's the rest of the match. 5-minute warning as Kingsley starts to unload on Paris De Silva. And now Paris De Silva returns. The punches. Kingsley again on top. This is intense stuff as they both go back and forwards. We're halfway through this match, Chris. Someone's got to get the upper hand.
I'm telling you, there's no lack of anger or aggression in Kingsley Rose. I'd say she's pretty pissed off right now.
She's not happy. Oh, she's showing the shirt. I think she's calling for a truce, maybe?
Nothing like using the power of the brand, Rose.
Will De Silva? No, De Silva's not having any of that. She's calling for a hug. What's De Silva going to do here? Who hugs like that? That's a weird hug. It's a nice hug, though. I think Paris is kind of into it.
That's touching.
That's really nice. That's really nice. Oh, I think it's too long. It's a long hug. Don't you hate long huggers?
That's what friends are for,
Oh,
Rose.
look out! The belly to belly! Here's the pin! Oh, my goodness! Kingsley almost stole it there with a belly to belly, a hug to belly, Chris.
She's got a bag of tricks. It's growing all the time, and many of them are dirty.
She is one of the dirtiest players in the game, a huge asset to Generation now.
I'm starting to think there's a little bit of evil in Kingsley.
Oh, no, don't be silly.
I can't be right in thinking that, can I?
Both competitors up, making the count. Oh, what is De Silva doing here? It's like a modified version of the throne. And there's the tap. A beautiful submission, a modified version.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match as a result of a submission, Paris De Silva!
Chris, that's very smart by Paris. He thought on his feet in the moment, modified the throne, and was able to get the tap out on Kingsley. The sorrow continues for Kingsley, Chris.
It certainly does, Rose. I think De Silva, though, is sending a message to the English monarchy. You've got to modify the throne to stay relevant.
Wow.
And he gets the W.
That was a stretch.
Well, that was part of it, I think.
Yeah, I
it
think
was
so.
a stretch.
Well, Chris, already some amazing matches tonight. Kingsley's going to have to go back to the drawing board. We have an amazing main event still coming up from you.
Before we get to that, let's hear from Paris.
Kingsley being a big fan of the gossip and the tea. I guess the tea is that as much as she's a part of Generation Now, she's very much showing the tactics of her uncle Jack J. Bonza, and that's not to be trusted. But regardless, I came away with a victory, add another 2 points to the scoreboard. Let's keep them rolling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
How good is this? Charli Evans going one-on-one with Unsocial Jordan.
Yeah, we go from the dysfunctional family to the dysfunctional Rose. And hello, there he is.
This is two competitors sitting very at the top of the table. This is your block leader right here, sitting on 6 points.
Making his way to the ring from the App Store, this is Unsocial Jordan!
We've talked about it for weeks now, but Unsocial Jordan shaking PWA to its core by returning, reforming SMS, and taking Bell on a completely different path.
And his opponent.
That's for Jordan, 184 centimeters, 80 kilograms, age 26, 10 years a pro. This man is a veteran, only in his mid-20s. Imagine how good he's going to be in 10 years, Chris. This guy is amazing, but also such mind games. Such mind games from this man. You never can pin him down.
He's wearing me down. I'm kind of used to the tripod.
Yeah, you're getting used to the tripod.
It's like part of the furniture.
You're not becoming an SMS sympathizer, are you?
I like the fact that he's an independent voice.
Okay, I'm leaving.
In a cluttered world.
See ya.
Full of other messages. Oh, it's a dangerous voice, but it's independent.
Charli Evans making her way to the ring for another round, sitting on 4 points. She would love to meet Jordan.
New South Wales, representing the Medusa Complex, this is Charli Evans!
Charli Evans would love to get another 2 points here and tie up with Jordan on 6 points. Both huge threats in this premiership so far. Unsocial Jordan rocking the white turtleneck tonight, just like he did when he joined us at the commentary desk and I ran for my life a couple of weeks back.
When you say joined us,
well, yeah, he didn't really join us.
Kind of removed us.
He just kind of removed us. I think you could call it a hostile takeover of our commentary desk.
It certainly wasn't a merger.
As we start here, the 10 minutes has begun, and Jordan smartly. That's other. You know the thing about Unsocial Jordan that gets to me? He's such a good wrestler, but he's so smug, Chris. He's so smug. When he breaks something like that, the look on his face makes me want to hit him.
Quality begets smugness, Rose. Can you imagine what it's like at the Jordan household if you open up that wardrobe? It'd just be turtlenecks as far as the eye could see.
Yeah. He's like a turtlenecked Batman. And Charli Evans taking control here. Again, Jordan breaks. He is smart. He knows what Charli Evans is capable of. We've seen it already in this tournament. And again, even when he's asking for mercy, he's smug about it. I can't handle this guy.
Yes, I want mercy because I'm entitled to it. Jordan will be fully versed in the power game of Evans.
He's pulling up the turtleneck sleeves. He means business now.
Going to work.
As Charli Evans once again takes control of the head. Grounding Jordan. Smart, taking control of that left arm there. Referee Nick asking, grabbing the hair there is illegal. Nick caught it very quickly. Our referees really on point in the Premiership.
I'll be honest with you, Rose. Charli Evans has been a revelation in this tournament for me. I mean, it's my first opportunity to see her work close hand, and it's terrific.
Oh, this joint manipulation. This is dangerous. Look away. Oh,
yeah, that's beautiful. Attention to detail.
That's the worst submission Jordan's ever been in. He was forced to do something crude. He almost tapped out from that. Charli Evans getting into the head. A lot of the competitors in the Premiership, Chris, getting into each other's head. So much scouting done for this Premiership. On the shoulder block there. Jordan inviting Charli to go again. There's the hair pull again. Unsocial Jordan. It hasn't worked out for him, though. As Charli takes control with the shoulder charge. Like you said, Chris, it'd be 3 weeks in the NRL for that.
That's right. Like I say, Charlie's just going, now how do I get Jordan up on an obscenity charge? Because that would absolutely drive him
Look at this from Jordan. Again, smartly moving, knowing that that boot was coming into the corner. You can tell Jordan sitting ringside, scouting all these competitors, has really paid off. I like that he's out here on his own. This tournament is about Jordan and claiming his spot in PWA. Scoop slam there from Jordan. He's taking control with the fist.
The win here puts him in rarefied air, 4-0.
It does. Kick out. That's right, Chris. He would be 4-0 in the Premiership if he gets this win. I mean, did anyone doubt it, though? Unsocial Jordan.
Well, I thought you did.
No, I mean, I don't doubt. Look, I doubt his intent sometimes, his motives. I don't doubt his skills. Oh! A Falcon Arrow by Jordan. Here's the pin. That could be it. I don't think anyone doubts Jordan's skills, Chris. It's his motive that I doubt. It's what he stands for.
Well, I believe he stands for SMS.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Appreciate it.
No worries.
It's things like this. He wants people to see the face of his victims as he hurts them. Good ring awareness there by Charli, getting the rope break. But Jordan doesn't want to let go. Referee Nick trying to tell him to keep that out of play, but Jordan is going to do what Jordan does. Charli Evans in a bit of trouble here. Jordan has dictated this. Lovely half and half suplex there by Jordan. And the super kick. Charli could be in big trouble here. He's got to get the pin. Here it is. Oh, and just a kick out there by Charli. Unsocial Jordan a bit stunned there, Chris.
You're very in sync with Jordan's repertoire, Rose. It's like you know the moves are coming.
I know him back to front. And here's the tripod that's gotten him in so much trouble but done so much good for his cause.
Oh.
And like that, what's happening? Referee Nick's got... Oh, look at that. Referee Nick was going to disqualify him, and Charli has stopped the disqualification. What a valiant move by Charli. The super kick sends Jordan to the outside. That was a surefire 2 points for Charli. You could hear Charli saying to the referee there, let me have him. She wants to win this her way. She's not going to take 2 easy points. And out of nowhere, Unsocial Jordan has just launched a chair into Charli's face. You can see referee Nick wanting to call this, but Charli has said no. And out of nowhere, this has turned into a hardcore match of sorts as the Wrestler Merch 5-minute warning hits. Chris Gale, what is happening here?
I think I'll tell you what's about to happen. 5 minutes of chaos, Rose.
Oh, the C trigger as she stops Jordan from picking up the chair. And now she's got weapons in the ring. Jordan should be worried. This has backfired big time. Referee Nick, it's his discretion. He's allowed this to go. Charli has said she wants to beat him her way.
I think this is Evans seeing an opportunity to go back to her deathmatch roots, Rose.
We know she's good at that. And oh, Unsocial Jordan. Ooh, almost sends Charli into the chair. And there's the back elbow by Charli. This is dangerous stuff. Oh, and she sent Jordan head first into the chair. He's got to be out cold. This pin could win it. There it is. Oh! Jordan almost on instincts kicks out there, Chris, at 2 3/4. His chairs have backfired. His jaw could be in 3 places.
This is actually an amazing move by Evans. She's sort of called the audible, waved off the 2 points and said, let me go to work.
I mean, it's a bold move. I would have taken the 2 points and said thank you very much and been out of there. But Charli Evans is a fighter. She came here for a fight. She's in this tournament to win it. And she wants to equal the points of Jordan here and go up to 6. And she caught it that time with the kick to the head. And Jordan is in big, big trouble now as Charli goes back to the chairs, Chris.
I think it shows her disdain for Unsocial Jordan, Rose. She goes, if I can wave off the rules of wrestling, I can absolutely enjoy myself without anything like a referee Nick getting in my way.
What is that? We're almost 3 minutes left in this match, and Charli is getting creative.
She's like playing Jenga with the chairs or something.
This is interesting and also dangerous. She's not going to suplex him on that, is she? She's not going to suplex him on that, is she? Jordan, again, she goes for it. Jordan stops it. Picks her up, scoops slam on the chairs!
Oh my goodness!
Oh no! The chairs have backfired on Charli. And that scoop slam straight into that creative setup could have done permanent damage on Charli Evans. That's got to be it. As Unsocial Jordan gets the pin and he goes to apron. No! A kick out by Charli Evans. Unsocial Jordan is incensed. He's furious. I think he hurt himself kicking the turnbuckle there too.
He went to wail on the turnbuckle and he's hurt his instep.
He's screaming, my premiership, as he's throwing chairs around. What's he doing now?
He'd be well advised to know the premiership's got a few rounds left to him, but he's reached for a table here, Rose.
He's going to set up a buffet. What's he doing here? Is he setting up a table? These weapons have paid off for Jordan so far. It was dicey there at the start.
He's flirting with Evans' familiar territory, though.
Look out, Charli Evans. Ooh, a boot to the face, and Jordan is holding on for dear life. Look out, Charli Evans. Another boot as Unsocial Jordan is so close to going through that table. Oh, a super kick on the apron. Unsocial Jordan once again in control.
Here comes 90 seconds of mayhem, Rose.
Look out. He's going to do a Snapchat driver through a table. Shades of Snapchat with the Snapchat driver has decimated that table. Both competitors, in pain on the outside. Yep. Let's look at the replay here. Wow! That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh.
The buffet is closed.
The buffet is certainly closed. The 1 minute warning has rung as both competitors in serious pain after that driver through the table. This is a surefire sign of how much these competitors want to win this premiership. Putting your body on the line, putting your futures on the line to get 2 points and move forward in this tournament. Both of them absolutely putting everything out there. 30 seconds left. Unsocial Jordan is trying to roll Charli Evans' body into the ring and get the pin, but he is in a world of pain.
Sure, but it's huge clock awareness from Jordan as he goes for the pin here.
Here it is. 1, 2, 3. Both. Who won that? Both shoulders are down. Wait! Jordan won that? I saw his shoulders down.
The answer lies with referee Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed that both competitors' shoulders were on the mat. Therefore, this is a double pin.
A very expert call by referee Nick there. As we saw from our angle, both shoulders were down. And the double pin results in a time limit draw.
Which means this match is a draw.
Wow.
First chink in Unsocial Jordan's armour there, Rose. I mean, he did so much, but then just that, like, basic error of having both his shoulders down while seeking to pin Evans.
He was exhausted, Chris. That driver took it out of both of them. You could see him wincing in pain as he was going for the victory. But unfortunately, not enough power to keep his own shoulders off the mat, and both walk away with 1 point. An interesting result, but one I'll take, because both of them absolutely threw everything at each other in that match.
Charli assisted by a former colleague, Jess Troy.
Charlie, good? You sure? This tournament has already thrown so many different styles of opponents at me. And I don't care if I need to be technical chevs, deathmatch chevs. I can do anything, and I'm going to win this tournament.
As we look at the replay here at a hell of a main event, Jordan getting control early with the tripod. But Charli Evans stopping the disqualification from happening. Let me have him, she says, and she did as she set him headfirst into that chair. That scoop slam onto the chairs was nuts. This has to be one of the matches of the Premiership so far. Wow, that driver ended up resulting in a double count out and 1 point each. I could watch that forever, Chris.
Those words will resonate with me, Rose. Let me have him.
I just want to apologise to any of the SMS followers. I promised a clean streak win of the Premiership, but this is a minor setback. That's still 1 point on the table. And that means Unsocial is still leading the way, just like I lead the way in PWA. So you can either continue to stand with SMS or fall with PWA.
Both competitors walking away with 1 point in that main event. Thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of the PWA Premiership live on OVO Play. Chris Gale, how good is this tournament?
It's all great, Rose, but that last match, extraordinary.
Amazing stuff from both those competitors. Let's have a look at Block A, how it sits after tonight. Sam Osborne and Unsocial Jordan sitting atop of the table, both on 7 points. Right behind them, Mick Moretti on 6. After that 1 point draw, Charli Evans is now sitting on 5 points. Paris de Silva right behind her on 4. William Preston on 2. Kai Drake sitting on 1 point. And Kingsley yet to score. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another episode. Chris, I love you.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next week.